Name angling started, huh?
I'm angling.
Yeah, okay. The last class continuation, one more example. I am taken as a class test. I am taken as a static variables. Okay, here x is a public static variable and y is a protected static variable and z is a private static variable. Now I am defining one method m1. In that m1 method, I am defining self dot a equal to 1, self dot underscore b equal to 2, self dot underscore c equal to 3. Now print of test dot x, print of test dot underscore y, print of test dot underscore z. Next print of self dot a, print of self dot underscore b, print of self dot underscore c. Now I'm defining one more method, single underscore m2. M2. Now I'm defining one more method, private method M3. Now I'm creating a test class object. t1.m1 directory. We are calling t1 dot underscore m2. We are calling directory. But t1 dot test class name double underscore m3. Okay, next one, I am trying to access these three variables from outside the test class. Print of t1 dot x, print of t1 dot single underscore y, print of t1 dot double underscore z. Next print of t1 dot a, print of t1 dot underscore b. Next print of t1 dot single underscore for support test double underscore c. Now observing very clearly. Okay, this which class? Single underscore class. Okay. Okay, these are the static variables. In that static, three types of static variable: public, protected, and private. These are the non-static variables, three types of non-static variables: public, protected, and private. At the same time, these are the three types of instance methods. This is a public, this is a protected, and this is a private method. Next one, working with set attribute function and the get attribute function. Okay. The set attribute function is used to set the attributes to the object. Set the attributes to the object from outside of that class. Set attribute of object comma attribute name, the attribute value. The syntax. Set attribute function takes three parameters. One is called object, second one is called attribute name, and third one is called attribute value. Next one, the get attribute function is used to get the attributes from the object outside the class. Get attribute function of first parameter is object and second parameter is attribute name. Student. Here I am taking as a college underscore name. College underscore address. Now I'm defining one method, student underscore info. Self dot student ID 101. Self dot student name equal to one name I am passing. Now I want to print static attributes by using class name student dot college underscore name of student dot college underscore address print of self dot student ID print of dot student name. Now I'm creating a one student class object. Now s1 dot student underscore info. Next, observing very clearly, I am trying to set the attributes. Okay, set attribute function I am calling. The set attribute function takes three parameters. What are the which one? Object, name and value. Attribute name and attribute value. Now I'm taking as a object s1. Attribute name I am taking as a string format we are passing. Underscore name. I am changing the college name. PQR. Set attribute of S1 attribute name. What is our attribute name? I'm taking as a for suppose SID. Now SID value I'm changing 102. Now I want to get the values. Get attribute function I am calling. Print of get attribute of S1 comma college underscore name. Print of get attribute of S1 comma college underscore address SID, SNAME. Okay, observing very clearly, this is our original data. After changing PQR and HYD and ID will be changing. Now again, I am calling my method s1 dot student underscore info. That data is not affected in our original data. Okay. That affected data, if you want to getting by using get attribute function only. Simply we can call again this method. This data is not affected. If you want to get the updated data, simply by using get attribute function only. Why this?
So can you repeat once again?
Okay, whenever we can add the attributes by using set attribute function, that is affected only temporary purpose. That affected data we want to getting by using get attribute function only. Directly we can call method, our original data is not affected. Okay, go to Python documentation. The built-in functions, get attribute function and the set attribute function. Okay, observing very clearly. This is the counterpart of get attribute function. The arguments are an object, string, and an arbitrary value. The string may name an existing attribute or new attribute. Observing very clearly. Here I am using which one? Existing attribute. Or otherwise we can take a new name also. For suppose here I am taking as another new name, set attribute S1. For suppose I'm adding student address. Print of get attribute of S1 comma which one? Student address. Okay. PQR HYD 102 Shiva Pune. But that attribute is not added to our class internally. The arguments are an object, string, and an arbitrary value. The string may name an existing attribute or new attribute. The function assigns the value to the attribute, provide the object, which one? Allows set attribute, example, which one? Variable attribute name, next one, value. Okay, this is similar to this format. Already beginning classes we will discussing to add the static attributes and non-static attributes. Class name dot attribute equal to value, reference variable name dot which one attribute name equal to value we are discussing. Same, both are same. Okay, by using function is also one possible, or otherwise already previous classes how to set the attributes and how to delete the attributes. How to adding the attributes by using, for suppose if you want to adding the static attribute, class name dot attribute name and equal to value. We can add the non-static attribute reference variable dot attribute name equal to value. It is similar to set attribute. This is also one option by using function.
Sir, could you give me a real-time scenario? So one example, this one.
Okay, generally for suppose if you want to adding the attributes to the class from outside of the class, in that situation already we will discussing one example. This is also one scenario by using function.
Okay, sir.
Okay, without function directly class name dot attribute equal to value we can using.
Okay.
Okay, this is also second option by using function.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, generally how to getting the attribute, simply static attribute by using class name or reference variable.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, same here by using get attribute function. That is the difference only.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
సెట్ అట్రిబ్యూట్ సెట్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత గెట్ చేయగలుగుతామా సార్?
ఒకవేళ మనం సెట్ చేయకపోతే గెట్ అట్రిబ్యూట్ బై డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూస్ ఏముంటే అవి వస్తాయి.
ఇప్పుడు సెట్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత గెట్ చేయాలి అంటే నార్మల్ గా రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ యూజ్ చేసుకొని గెట్ చేయొచ్చా సార్?
ఓకే, సెట్ అట్రిబ్యూట్ రాయకుండా గెట్ అట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తే ఆల్రెడీ డిఫాల్ట్ ఉన్న వాల్యూస్ వచ్చేస్తాయి.
ఈ వాల్యూస్ రావు, ఏవైతే మోడిఫై చేసామో అవి రావు.
అంటే ఇవి సెట్ చేసినప్పుడే వస్తాయి.
ఓకే సార్, అవును సార్. ఇప్పుడు సెట్ చేశాను కదా సార్, ఇప్పుడు గెట్ అట్రిబ్యూట్ యూజ్ చేస్తేనే ఈ వాల్యూస్ వస్తాయా సార్?
గెట్ అట్రిబ్యూట్ యూజ్ చేస్తే వస్తాయి. అవి మన క్లాస్ లో ఎఫెక్ట్ అవ్వు.
ఓకే.
ఓకే, ఇక్కడ మనం మెథడ్ లో మళ్ళీ అట్రిబ్యూట్ ని కాల్ చేయలేదు కదా, ఎస్ అడ్రస్ ని. ఇది మనం క్లాస్ బయట డిఫైన్ చేసిన అట్రిబ్యూట్ కదా, మీరు ఎలాగైనా యాక్సెస్ చేయొచ్చు, లేకపోతే డైరెక్ట్ గా రిఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ తో యాక్సెస్ చేయొచ్చు.
రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్స్ యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తే సెట్ అట్రిబ్యూట్ ఏవైతే సెట్ చేస్తామో అవి వస్తాయా సార్?
ప్రింట్ ఆఫ్ సింప్లీ s1 డాట్ కాలేజ్ నేమ్ ఎలాగైనా కాల్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ప్రింట్ ఆఫ్ s1 డాట్ కాలేజ్ అడ్రస్, print of s1 dot student id, print of s1 dot student name, print of s1 dot student address. ఓకే,
అంటే మాడిఫై అయినవి రాలా?
వచ్చినాయి కదా. లొకేషన్
హైదరాబాద్. ఓకే, పూణే వచ్చింది వచ్చింది వచ్చింది.
PQR. అవి క్లియర్?
ఓకే సార్. ఓకే.
ఓకే, ఇవి రెండు ఒకటే, ఇలాగైనా కాల్ చేయొచ్చు, ఇలాగైనా కాల్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ వన్ setters and getters. Okay, setters we are calling as a mutators. Some people are calling as a mutators. Getters means access. Okay, the setters or getters means we can defining each and every non-static attribute as a one method. Okay, observing very clearly. Okay, here I am taking as a class student. Previously we can defining these two non-static variables within the one method. But setters getters means we can defining each and every non-static attribute as a which one? one method. Now observing very clearly, I am defining one method, set student ID and a student name, SID of self. Now, at the time of calling this method, I want to specify the value. Now I am passing the SID value. Self dot student ID equal to SID I am passing. Next one, I am defining one method, set student name, self comma S name or name. Self dot S name. I'm assigning name. Next one, if you want to get the student ID and get the student name, again we can defining the methods. Def get student ID, print of student ID. How to get the student ID? Self dot student ID. Next, get a student name, self print student name, self dot student name. Okay, each and every non-static attribute we can defining as a one method. Okay, this is not a mandatory, just a naming convention. I'm taking as a set to, get to, get to. Now observing very clearly, I want to call this method S1 dot set student ID of I am passing one student ID 101. S1 dot set student name I am passing Shiva. Now S1 dot get SID, S1 dot get student name. Okay, for easily understanding purpose, in your class, how many static variable, non-static variables are available? Each and every non-static variable we can defining as a one method, that nothing but a get setter. If you want to access that one by using getters. Okay, in Java, some keywords are required, but in Python, we can defining the manually. Okay. Next concept, modules. Module is a Python file which contains executable statements. That means Which one? Print statements. Next one, variables. Next one, functions and classes. Internally, class contains methods. A model is a Python file which contains executable statements, variables, functions, and classes. Next one, in Python, by default, every Python file act as a one model. That model is called main model. Main model. Okay. Python file name is a model name. Model name. For example, my file name is sample.py. Now, sample is a model name. Sample is a model name. Completed. Now observing very clearly. Print hello world. Now I'm defining x variable and y variable, z equal to x plus y of z. Now observing very clearly. This is a sample.py. That is a one empty module. Now this is a another Python module. Here it is containing only one executable statements. This is also another Python module. My module contains executable statements. Next one, evaluation statements, and which one? Variable declarations. Next one, now I am defining one function, subtraction a comma b c equal to a minus b int of c. Now I'm calling subtraction method 4 comma 5. This is a another module. Okay. Next one. Now I'm defining class. Class name test. In that class, I am defining one method, multiplication of self comma x comma y. Okay. Now observing very clearly, self dot x equal to x we are assigning, self dot y equal to y, print of self dot x into self dot y. Okay. Now I'm creating a test class object t1 equal to test class. I am defining one variable, which one, calling the method t1 dot subtraction of 2 comma 3, or subtraction or multiplication of 2 comma 3. Now this is also one module. Okay. Different modules. This is empty module. This module contains only one executable statement. This module contains variables and executable statements. This module contains executable statements, variables, and functions. This module contains executable statements, variables, functions, and classes. Right. Okay, we can save anything as a .py extension. That is nothing but a one module. The next point, if we want to access the properties from one module into another module, if we want to access the properties from one module to another module, first we need to import that module. Okay, later we'll be discussing how to import it. If we want to access the properties from one module to another module, first we need to import that module. Whenever we are importing a module, that imported module act as a submodule. Whenever we are importing a module, that imported module act as a submodule. Completed. Now observing very clearly, for suppose observing very clearly, here I am taking as x equal to 10 and y equal to 20. This is the one module. Next on my requirement, I want to use this data into my program, another program, different program. Now observing very clearly. Now first we need to import that module. What is our module? Sample. Module name is nothing but a file name. Don't require .py extension. That is extension. File name is nothing but a sample. This is a Python file extension. Don't require extension. Just a file name is a module name. Import sample. I want to perform in the addition operation on x and y. Print of sample dot x plus sample dot y. This is a addition dot py file. Already we will discussing in Python terminology. Every Python file act as a which module? Main module. For suppose here sample is a main module. Here addition is a main module. Already we will discussing previously one statement in Python. Every Python file act as a one module. By default, that module is called main module. Now, previously we were discussing one statement. If you want to access the data from any module to another module, first we need to import it. Whenever we are importing a module, that imported module, what is the imported module? Sample. That sample module act as a which module? Submodule. Next point, whenever we are executing Python files or modules, internally to generate the .pyc files. Okay, our source code extension is .py. Whenever we can executing internally .pyc files are generated. .pyc files are generated. Okay, py means that is my source code file, Python file. .pyc means compiled Python files. Completed. Observing very clearly. The main module related .pyc files is generated every time, but it is not visible. The main module related .pyc file is generated every time. If you want to execute our Python module, every time .pyc file is generated, but it is not visible. The submodule related .pyc file is generated at the post execution of the program, at the time of post execution of the program. Until we cannot change the code. Change the code in submodule. PYC files are visible. Okay, later I will discussing. We will generate a .pyc file. Internally, what will happen? Everything I am explaining, just observing very clearly.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, for data science course, how much Python will be used, sir? In depth
Modules.
or
Yeah, OOPS concepts are not required maximum, but modules
Okay.
and packages concept is required.
oops or not? Oops or light, sir?
Yeah, functions is enough,
Okay. Sir. Thank you, sir.
but modules and packages are very, very important.
This concept, this
Yeah.
modular concept.
Yeah, modules and packages, sometimes database
Okay, sir.
connectivities,
Okay, sir.
working with the CSV files, okay, file handling concept, that concepts are required.
Okay, sir. For Python packages concept is over, sir.
No. After completion of the modules, we will discussing packages.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, now observing very clearly, I'm explaining one simple example. For suppose print hi message. Now I'm saving this file into one location, observing very clearly. Here I'm creating a one folder. Okay, just observing. Okay, in that Shiva folder, I am creating one file name message.py. Next one, I am taking as a one more file. Now I want to access this data into here. How to access? Simply import that module msg. Next one, printer. Okay. Now I'm saving this file in the same location, vishesh.py. Now observing very clearly in my computer C drive, Python 310 Shiva folder. File name is msg.py. The same location, but file name is different. Our file name is Vishesh. Okay. Now observing very clearly, here two files are available, msg.py and vishesh.py file. Now I am importing message module into my Vishesh module. Now I am trying to execute in this program. Okay, I am trying to execute in this program, which is the main module and which is the sub module. Vishesh is a main module and MSG is a sub module. Now I'm trying to execute in this program. Internally, what will be happen? .pyc files are generated. Okay, but our main module .pyc file is not visible. What is our main module? Vishesh.py. That module related .pyc file is not visible, but every time that file is executed. For suppose I am executing one time, after some time again I am executing this file, again .pyc file is generated for main module. But what is the submodule? MSG. MSG submodule related .pyc file is generated only one time at the time of first time execution, without changes in our MSG module. Whenever we can change the MSG module code, then only again .pyc file is generated, old .pyc file automatically deleted. Okay, where it is storing, once we can execute in this program, internally this particular location, one cache folder is generated. That folder name is called __PyCache __. that folder representation to store the .pyc files. Now observing very clearly, I'm executing this program. Our program successfully executed. Go to our module location where it is available in the C drive, Python 310 folder, Shiva folder. Now here one folder is generated, __ PyCache. Okay, __ PyCache __. Now observing very clearly in this folder, which module related .pyc file is available? Main module or submodule? Submodule. Main module .pyc file is not visible. Only submodule. How many modules we are imported? Each and every submodule .pyc file available in this location. Okay, compiled Python file. Which module? MSG. Okay, MSG.CPython or PYC are all are same. Okay, observing very clearly. What is the time? 8:22. After some time, we can executing our main module program, but .pyc file is not generated. Only one time is generated. Okay, observing very clearly now time is 8:23. Again, I am trying to execute in this program. Okay, go to that location. Okay, file is not created. Only one time is created. We can change our imported module data. Now automatically new PYC file is generated. Old .pyc file is automatically deleted. Completed. Now observing very clearly. C:\Python 310/Shiva folder. That location. What are the modules are available? MSG.py file is available. Next one, Vishesh.py file is available. Next one folder is generated. That folder is nothing but a __ PyCache __. In that folder, one file is available. That file name is called which module related PYC file is available? Submodule. What is our submodule? MSG. MSG.pyc file. That means a compiled Python files. Okay, this folder is automatically generated __ PyCache __. Okay, మనం మెయిన్ మోడల్ని ఎన్నిసార్లు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తే అన్నిసార్లు .pyc ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది, కానీ అది మనకి కనిపించదు. సబ్ మోడల్కి ఒక్కసారే జనరేట్ అవుతుంది. అది ఎప్పుడు జనరేట్ అవుతుంది అంటే ఫస్ట్ టైం ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసినప్పుడు. అది ఎప్పటి వరకు చేంజ్ అవ్వకుండా ఉంటుంది అంటే మనం ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసుకున్న మోడల్లో సోర్స్ కోడ్ ఏమి చేంజ్ చేయగలంత వరకు. ఏదైనా చేంజ్ చేస్తే అప్పుడు మళ్ళీ కొత్త ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది, ఓల్డ్ ఫైల్ డిలీట్ అవుతుంది. Completed. Okay, next class I am explaining we will generate a .pyc file. Next one, internally in the pyc file, which type of code is available? That means that is a byte code, intermediate level code. We will generate our interpreter take our Python program internally to converting our source code into lexers. Anybody coming from CSE or IT background, compiler design subject is there. Okay, lexical analysis, abstract syntax tree generations. Next one, to generate the byte code like as intermediate level code. Okay, internally interpreter contains lexer, parser and compiler. Okay, lexer to converting our source code into tokens. Next one, parser take the tokens to generate the abstract syntax trees. The compiler take that abstract syntax tree and generating the byte code. That byte code take the Python virtual machine to generate the machine level code.